We're in there now. Doja, she's like a rapper, right?
What's your favorite artist, Garrett?
I'm a big Kung Fu.
I think she's like the new Kelly Minaj, basically.
Yeah, real big fan.
In case people don't remember, when Nicki Minaj like kind of broke out, Garrett said, "Oh my God, I'm like Kelly Minaj's biggest fan." That was what he said when Nicki Minaj like.
I was blinded by her beauty, and I got her first name wrong. Is what had happened.
The first song I ever heard of hers was "Stupid Ho."
Yeah.
Oh,
I have
really?
That downloaded.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I loved it.
Yeah.
She would
that
guest.
that was actually later on though.
Was it?
She would guest on like that monster track.
Yeah, she was great on that.
That's the first thing I ever heard.
First thing I heard from her was she did that. I mean, she had a song called "Massive Attack." It was like one of her first singles.
How does that go?
And it was great. It was. We got tum-tums over here bigger than the monster. Rock, rock, rock. I mean, it wasn't a hit.
She sings a
Wasn't
lot
she
about
featured
having
on that
guys.
song Bedrock?
Yeah, she was on Bedrock. I think that's actually where I first heard her. And most people did, I think.
A lot of her recent lyrics, like 2019 era trap, she would like guest a lyric and always have something about having her ass eaten.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like a lot of talk.
Yeah, there was a point
dumper.
in time. There was a point in time where a lot of people I know were listening to her, and then they would put lyrics on Twitter. And I remember, no joke, there was a point, and I screen capped it and was gonna post it, but then I thought this is gonna do no good.
Yeah.
Was at one point every girl that I followed on Twitter had a tweet about ass eating.
Huh.
Because
Hell
it was
yeah.
from a song. I just knew multiple people that quoted her or posted something at the same time.
Dude.
And it was all ass eater, point me to the ass eater.
There was
and I was like, what are the odds that this would all hit at the same time?
There was an E. coli rise in the population around 2019, I'm seeing. That could have been could have just
Think it's
been the general
connected.
population getting more into it. But you started
from
talking
reading
about
all that
Doja.
undercooked ass.
You started talking about Doja Cat, which I think my girlfriend listens to her too.
Oh.
I don't know what that is.
Brother.
She's a rapper.
Give me one
High
second. I
five.
need to check on some technical stuff. Give
Sure.
me 1 second. And you
Yeah.
guys
Derek, can
figure it
you
out.
fill Sean and I in a little more on Doja? She got in trouble, but I think she bounced back.
Yeah, you know that song, Lonely Chick? I'm a super lonely chick. Lonely.
Yeah,
super
oh yeah.
lonely
I've heard
chick.
that jam.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Doja Cat. That's her big hit right now. She was
She's cool.
discovered by Drake.
She reminds me of like a Kreayshawn.
Yeah, well, it's funny because
Look.
she is on the same label as Kreayshawn, and they kind of have like a beef right now, and that's
Oh.
kind of like all the controversy happening.
Damn. I heard a great podcast Kreayshawn was a guest on, like from I think 2019, and it was just cool hearing her talk about everything blowing up in her life and her art and her career, like up until now. It was really informative because I hadn't thought about her since Gucci Gucci was.
Kreayshawn was saying all that?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just like her talking about being a mom and like what happened when her songs blew up and different album beef and different problems with producers and shit, and then like what she'd been doing the last couple of years. It was cool seeing. I'd never heard her like interviewed. I just heard her music when she was like blowing up.
Nice. Kreayshawn, we miss you. Come back. Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. You know the trequel.
There was a moment I was hearing that song everywhere, and then I never heard her again. I never.
Yeah, Bumpin' Bumpin' didn't really have the smash the follow up should. So she kind of flamed out like Psy, one hit.
Yeah, where's Psy? What's going on with Psy right now?
I thought he had a sequel to
No, what?
Gangnam. He already did his Gangnam Style follow up, and it wasn't as big.
He
right?
did.
Yeah,
Gentleman.
Gentleman
Oh,
Caller.
oh yeah,
That was
yeah,
pretty big.
yeah.
But
It wasn't
not
Gangnam Style big, but
Yeah.
what is going to be?
Where's
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna look
third?
at the views on that one. 'Cause that it's gotta be big.
Yeah, that was still big, but then he did Hangover. It was like, all right, that was okay. But yeah, I wonder what's going on with him now. Somebody's saying he made his own record label and signed great artists.
Does he sign
Oh.
The Weeknd?
Yeah.
I like
okay.
The
So
Weeknd.
We're saying it's not a hit, but that Gentleman song has 1.3 billion views.
Yeah,
So-
see, it was a hit.
Yeah, I mean,
It just wasn't big as Gangnam
well,
Style.
Gangnam Style is 3.6 billion, which is insane. That's insane.
All I want is one hit. Give me that.
Yeah, dude.
Easy.
Yeah, Gentleman is 1.3 billion.
Daddy has
Isn't-
510 million. I know what Daddy is.
If you only have one hit, you don't even have to tour. If it's a big enough hit, it'll just make residuals on what pays the best? Spotify? It all
Yeah,
pays
I don't
shit.
know.
That's the joke.
Yeah. Daddy, wasn't that like a sad song or something?
I don't know.
Do people know that? It was like a sad thing.
a Sad Sigh song. Sad Sigh. He did a collab with Snoop Dogg,
Yeah, that's what I remember. I thought that was his last thing.
Hangover, and that's
not saying much.
That's
I mean-
6 years ago.
Yeah.
Damn,
Doug
dude.
does a lot of collabs.
Yeah.
Snoop might be
And
the hardest working
three
man in
years
music.
ago, he had a song called New Face. I've never heard that. I love it. Well, he has had singles. Oh my God, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about those. Wow.
Well, I wasn't really looking, to tell you the truth.
Derek, these guys aren't on KoreanBillboard.com.
Psy's latest album was called 4 times 2 equals 8.
Okay.
And that came out in
nice.
2017.
Can't argue that.
Can't argue with that.
Arithmetic.
Psy is taking a bold stance there.
You know?
I remember when Gangnam Style was not yet a thing. And it was around, but it wasn't what it was. And I remember we did PAX in Seattle.
Yeah.
And Rooster Teeth was next to us, and Gus was looping it on a screen in their booth.
I remember that. Oh fuck! You just brought
And he
back
was
that
like,
memory.
yeah, this thing's like hot right now.
He was telling us this thing is gonna be insane. Just
Yeah.
watch. And
was
he
right.
had it on loop in their booth.
Yeah.
How weird! You remember that
Yeah.
vividly? You popped it back into me.
That was a weird PAX because I remember they after they opened like they opened like a separate floor for kind of indie stuff, like
Yeah.
these guys make shirts, or these guys make indie games, or Stardew Valley is over there, and
Yeah.
other stuff. They set up our own floor for that, and when they did that, we moved up there. But then there was 1 year of PAX that they moved us back down to where all the huge game companies were, like Nintendo and Sony and Microsoft, whatever. And I actually thought like, oh, this will be great. This is going to be perfect. And then it ended up being really bad because it was like us and Rooster Teeth, we were like these little booths hidden between all these gigantic
walls.
monoliths.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it ended up being like, yo, put us back up on the smaller
No one could see you behind the Facebook gaming wall.
So I remember that PAX specifically being like, it was kind of like being in hell because there was like a giant Marvel thing in front of us, just like
Oh fuck!
the whole time, and it was like, oh, okay, I'm ready to go.
It was that year.
But yeah, it was then because I think Gus was in that mode of like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
all right, we're
We
not
got
playing
those-
Rooster Teeth stuff on here anymore. Like, we're gonna play that because no one could find us. I think
Yeah.
that's what it was. And so he put on Gangnam Style, and I was just like, what is this? Oh my God, he keeps playing this.
That was the year we got those headphones that we all fell in love with. Remember those, Sean?
Oh, I remember.
And the year that there were, like the last year ever, where there was the dying gasp of the booth babe, where I think some energy drink company had girls in like black mini
Oh,
dresses.
they axed it. Remember they had a
and
lead?
it was day 2. They're like, all right, none of that outfit from
That
here
was
on
the
out.
same year that that guy called me a hipster. Remember that?
Yeah.
They got
Yeah, I
that-
play that drop all the time.
Yeah.
It's
that
not
guy,
cool to be a douchebag either.
That guy
Learn
yelled at me
something.
for
Read a
I
fucking
don't know why he
book.
yelled at me, but he just yelled at me.
You're a fashionable fucking douchebag.
Oh, I remember that.
But then I was like, dude, he called me fashionable. Thank you.
You know what's wild
Wow.
is playing The Last of Us. It takes place in Seattle. That's not.
Yeah.
I won't go into anything more than that. But like playing The Last of Us and going after the protagonist. Am I saying that right? No. Going after the enemies. I'm gonna stop using big
Antagonists.
words. Yeah. When you're going after the enemies, they're the wolves, is what they call them. Which is like, oh, you remember the first game? It was like, oh, the Fireflies. They were this kind of organized resistance. But it's like, it's so funny seeing the media in that game, or the storytelling through the letters and stuff you find about what happened in Seattle and everything, and then what's happening in real life. And like those protesters reminded me of like the extension of where we were 9 years ago to where Seattle is like now, with all the shit that was going on in the news there during the protesting and during all that Antifa stuff going on. It's like I can see why. What was the developer that did Last of Us? Naughty Dog. They delayed that game.
Oh yeah.
For the when we started this pandemic, didn't the game get a delay?
Yeah.
And they kind of said like, they gave an excuse, but we were all thinking like, I think it has something to do with kind of the heavy, kind of mirrored tones in society.
I've been
right
streaming
now.
the game, and I was thinking about that. Like,
you brought that up on,
but for me, it was just like, yo, this is probably it's probably gonna be a fucked up, miserable storyline, and they don't want to drop that right now.
And like seeing that play out, and like everything that's been happening in the last like month in Seattle, and then seeing the way that you fight enemies as you're crawling through Seattle, it's like, wow, I see like a progression of a storyline here.
I saw the
without giving too much away from the game.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
being vague.
Yeah, well, I just saw a screen cap of just of the game, but it was the convention center, and it was like, that is exactly the convention center.
Yeah.
So much so that I can tell you where you can go get the Seattle dog from right there. Like I that's fascinating to me. Whenever they recreate something that well, like it makes me like want to go back there and just like check it out just for that. I just want to like, that's so cool.
Yeah, you really do go everywhere in Seattle. Anywhere in Seattle that I've been, I went there in that game.
Can you go to Space Needle?
It's in there in some form.
Okay, because I do that once a PAX. Is like I wake up and I walk to the Space Needle in the morning and then walk back and do the con.
It feels. Remember that morning, Sean, where we walked by ourselves?
Yeah.
Like real early. I think it was last year.
It was last year, yeah.
And no one was out. It was like
Yeah.
a Saturday morning, and the fucking whole downtown, because it's a business district, it was all empty. We were like trying to find a coffee shop that we found that one that was open.
Right.
Crawling through the like deserted streets of this game just feels like that morning we went out walking like, oh, we came upon a business complex, and then, it's like eerily similar how they laid that game out.
Yeah.
You'd like it.
I'll play it. I got it. I'll play it.
Yeah, I don't know if you will.
You think I'll play it? Like it?
That you'll like it.
Oh.
I don't know.
Is it
Shooting
a
is
bummer?
so fun.
Yeah,
It's too much of a
the
bummer?
game. Oh, the game is fantastic, and artistically, dear Lord, it's incredible. I just feel like,
The story, like the drama of it.
yeah, I feel like
heavy.
you're gonna go. Yeah, I'm fucking miserable. Please get me out of this. I can see that.
That sounds like something I would say.
Sean, the combat, the shooting is so rewarding.
Oh.
I headshot.
Yeah. In terms of gameplay, it's
I just got the bow and arrow.
I don't think I think that it's a pretty polarizing game. Like which I like. I like polarizing stuff.
Sure.
But polarizing inherently means it's going to work for you or it ain't. So
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
and I've never said otherwise. I think a lot of times when I talk about it, it's like, oh, how could you defend this game? It's this and this and this. I think you're valid. It's a brutal fucking game. And a lot of the choices are just that, polarizing. You're either like, whoa, interesting, or you're like, you got to be fucking kidding me. I don't know. I don't think everyone here, if we all played it, would have the same.
Well, I'm seeing in the chat misery porn. So I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if I would say that.
That's the extreme opinion.
You mentioned Headshot. Derek, did you
Valid.
tell me about the show called Alone? Was it you who I heard that from? Like a Netflix show? Like
Me and Garrett were talking about that show.
I just started watching it because it's on Netflix, whatever. I'm just the first episode. But, dude, there's a moment where a guy has a fucking bow and arrow and just shoots it at a tree and gets this fucking headshot on this, like, chipmunk. It goes, like, through one ear, out the other ear. It's, like, the craziest shit I've ever seen. I would recommend the show. I just started watching it, but I thought I heard it from you.
Yeah, it's a lot crazier than that.
Does it? See, like, it's so crazy. I love these survival shows, and I hate when they kill the animals. So that's the whole point of the show. But I'm gonna watch this. I'm into it. Sorry to interrupt your.
Yeah, I gotta see some newer, because I only watched that first season, and you guys are talking about shit that is way crazier. So I got to watch like a current one.
Yeah, the only one that's on Netflix is like the last season, the season 6.
Okay.
So I'm not sure where it airs before Netflix.
Might be on Hulu or like the old ones.
Oh, yeah,
or
maybe.
whatever. And also, I watched this like last year sometime.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did
we
you
do
guys
it?
want to try to take a Discord call?
Is that going to work?
I don't know if Derek can hear them.
Yeah, I think that was the issue. The
Oh.
whole weakness in our chain was that people calling in it wasn't going to work.
It wouldn't work because Derek can't hear, but everything else
I
would
think
work.
we
It
are
wouldn't?
going to. I think we're definitely going to take calls during Mega64 Expo.
Right.
Okay.
We'll have it working for that, but with this setup, I just don't. I don't know if we have that.
Have Derek Discord in and then take a second call. No, we tested it before the show, but if we didn't have the Derek factor.
I see.
But yeah, everyone get Discord before Mega64 Expo,
Yeah.
July 18th. Get it by then, and because we want to talk to some people
Fully interactive.
at the booth.
No restrictions.
Yeah, 64,000 attendees. So you know it's going to be good.
You know
Do
it's
your
got to
part.
be good.
I wanted to point something out, and I totally forgot to bring this up I meant to bring it up during the main podcast, and I always forget.
I hate that.
But it took 1 year. I promise I'm not showing this just to show another fucking toy on here. But it took 1 year to get what I have in this bag.
Sean, are you looking in that
And
bag?
I'm gonna, with everything going on with Comicon, it was supposed to be coming up, but now it's not, which makes me sad. It took 1 year, but I have the dumpster fire vinyl figure.
Oh my God.
Do you remember that? This was the thing.
That was the hardest thing to
Oh
get
my
last
God.
That
year.
was the hardest thing to get at Comic-Con last year, and we had probably 1,000 people coming to our booth. There it is, right there.
Can you please get me the dumpster fire vinyl?
It's it's a dumpster. It's
not
a
even Kid Robot. Who
smiling
makes
dumpster.
They made like
No,
100 of those, right? And they needed 10,000
They
because
made
everyone.
They made 50.
50.
Oh my God.
And I remember when they announced that, it was like, yeah, this one indie booth is making this this little vinyl figure.
Cute.
It was an independent artist, so they only were able to make 50. And I remember reading that, and that was the one exclusive that went viral. Everyone was talking about this cute little dumpster on fire, and it was like, oh, and they made 50. That's going to be the biggest meltdown of the entire show, and it was.
It was.
Every morning were people circling because their booth was right behind
Yeah, we were
ours.
fortunate enough to get the show of it.
Yeah, and I was there early in the morning, and I couldn't even get near that booth. And I tried, and it was such a cluster that I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to.
Did they have a King of the Hill Dale
No, different booth.
exclusive? It was a different,
Different
booth.
booth.
Yeah, that was
Because that booth was like impossible to get shit at, but they were so nice to me.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
if it was the same booth, I would thank them for being so nice.
No, this was the exclusive that we met. I brought it up before, Mr. X. At Comic-Con, there was a security guard that was a gigantic bald dude.
Yeah.
That anytime I was waiting, I was like kind of circling around their booth so that when they announced the hall was open, I could dart right to it and like, give me one of those. Because honestly, we had a lot of friends that wanted them. I wanted one if I could get it, but mainly, honestly, Meg wanted one.
Right.
Yep.
Meg was like, look, I never care about con exclusives or whatever, but man, if you could give me that dumpster fire. So, anyway, so I was circling it over and over, and yeah, this bald giant security dude was onto me. And so
he recognized you.
And Kevin was trying to help me too. He's like, I'll go with you. And then we would turn a corner like, okay, we'll just chill right here because he doesn't know. And then all of a sudden around that corner, it was just boom, 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 like him walking toward. It was like, oh no, Mr. X. We didn't know his name. We just kept calling him Mr. X. But anyway, yeah, I was never able to get it.
Shit.
But they did an online pre-order. It took a long, long time.
So it took a year.
Yeah, I mean, it was a few months later. I think the pre-order went
So
up.
this is not the original 50 run.
No, this is a new. I think
okay.
the one of the original 50, they might have been purple. I'm not sure, but that's.
Wow.
And I have one more on the way.
Oh.
for Meg.
Oh,
look at
So
that.
Meg,
what
if
a
you're
nice
out there,
ending.
you got a dumpster coming your way.
Meg, she's definitely watching this.
She loves.
And she's
the
so
dumpster
excited.
fire.
I'm waiting for Dumpster Baby, where you can take this fire accessory out and just put,
Yeah.
the baby in there and be like, fuck you.
I'm looking forward to Baby Nut.
I miss Baby Nut. What's going on with Baby Nut?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like Baby Nut showed up and then everything fucking sucked.
Yeah.
You
the
know what?
Super Bowl
It's funny,
commercials-
Rocco. This is crazy. I remember Baby Nut. If you offer me $100, I could not tell you who was in or won the Super Bowl. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like that feels like such a long time ago at this point
yeah,
that I
who-
could. I like
did
sports, and I could not tell you, but I remember Baby
Who
Nut.
was in the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
I really don't remember who won
Hey,
the Super Bowl.
you guys, I don't know. I have no idea who won.
It was at home. The home team won.
No,
Oh fuck!
it's never. At
Oh,
home.
yeah, love that home team.
Damn, I thought the home.
Oh, the
team,
Chiefs won. The Chiefs.
The home
won.
team didn't pull through.
The Chiefs first. Who the 49ers? Yeah,
Dan Marino.
no idea. No idea.
Wow. Anyway, I remember Baby Nut, and I remember what else do I remember? Everything. Wasn't there another baby something?
I don't know.
I just remember thinking there's too many like baby versions of something.
Yeah, they're
That
trying to be
Baby
cute.
Yoda was hot.
That was Baby Yoda at the time. That's the
Well, at
one.
the time, yeah, but I thought there was another thing during the Super Bowl. Maybe I'm wrong.
God, that feels like forever ago, and it was like 4
Right?
months
Doesn't
ago.
that feel like years ago?
It was like 4 or 5 months
It's
ago.
so crazy. It really is nuts.
One of the last parties you could attend was a Super Bowl party.
Yeah, and I was here.
The last gathering that I did was it was someone's birthday in like we went to some barbecue, or no, it wasn't barbecue, but some kind of restaurant, whatever, and it was
I'm gonna try to think like the next time I go into a restaurant, it's gonna be a very long time from now. Like I will eat takeout, no problem.
Yeah, all
but to
day.
go in and sit at a restaurant,
Ooh.
it's gonna be, fuck, dude. I don't even know when.
I'll start with patio first too.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
I've seen a lot of places now. They like the parking lot. They just put tables in the parking lot now,
Fuck that.
and they're like making their own like shit out of it.
yeah. My brother saw all the Denny's doing that.
Yeah.
They all have tables outside. Do you
bacon and
really
eggs.
want to go to Denny's that
That
bad?
bad. That's what I'm saying. Who wants to go to? And
You know
it's
how
fucking
easy
hot.
It is to
No.
make that shit?
What's that, Garrett?
I could cook Denny's style food.
Yeah,
in a
totally.
fucking
The appeal of Denny's for me is okay, we're done with this thing. What's open at 2 a.m.?
Exactly.
Yo, let's go to the. All right, cool. I got this guy got fucking nachos and I got a short stack. All right, later, guys. That's it. I don't think I'm going to be dining on a picnic table in the middle of summer.
No, I'd rather eat at home than do that.
Oh, speaking of that, Sean, you're not going to like this.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
gotta be real.
God damn it.
At one point, when that sci-fi film was shooting in the studio, we were catered day one with Panera. Dude, I asked for, what was it? Oh no, I just asked for, they were like, yeah, they can do Cuban sandwiches.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. Guys, what are you doing? I mean, it was such basic shit.
Oh, Panera sucks. Yeah.
It was not good. It
I haven't
was
been
like
there
the
about 10
most,
years
it was
'cause
like,
it's
yeah,
shitty.
a thick ass piece of bread and one little,
Yeah,
Dude.
Everything at Panera is 90% bread and 10% whatever the rest of the
seriously,
sandwich
this is like the third or fourth time I've had it. And
place
they
sucks.
continue to, anyway.
free Wi-Fi, but that's the
Sean,
only
I know
reason.
that's your favorite restaurant of all
It's
time,
not.
whatever
I
you
haven't-
said.
I haven't had Panera in like 3 years. I'm not upset.
okay.
I had a very popular sandwich chain for the first time this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I had a Jersey Mike's.
You haven't
You
had
never
Junior-
had that?
Never.
Really?
It's been like this is what it was always told to me. It's like, oh, if you have it catered to like your office where everyone takes a little sandwich for like an office party, totally different thing. And that's the only time I've had it, which is like, well, this is just a ham sandwich.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, it's ham or pastrami or the veggie. Like, but I actually had like one of their named sandwiches, like I forget even what it was called, but it was fucking good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was good.
I've been there a few times. It was great.
Called ahead, perfect takeout system.
Yeah. That's why I just feel like, because the next weekend that we shot that thing, someone got Subway, and that was sad too. And I was like, I just don't think there's a reason to go here.
No.
You know, they had their moment when they were like everywhere and they had the $5
They were
foot long.
$5.
And it was like, really blasé and expensive. And it was like, why are we doing this then? Because now we have Jersey Mike's. We have all. I feel like there's a lot more options.
It's a little more
Submarina is
expensive,
top
but
tier for me. That's my favorite. Is Submarina.
Submarina.
And those are rare now. They're kind of
they
going
are rare.
away, but that's my
They're like an
that's my favorite
indie
one.
chain here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't. Some of these places, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm good. Firehouse Subs is great too.
Never had that.
Yeah, somebody literally just said that at the same time.
wow.
Firehouse Subs. If you, yeah, I mean, you'll like
Is
it.
Togo's still around?
Togo.
Yeah, there's one by my house.
Is there really? That's still around?
Yeah, dude.
Fuck. Yeah, check it out.
No, they're not good.
They used to have seafood and crab to compete with Subway.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like Subway, what are they doing? You know, it's so weird because they got rid of the $5 footlong.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, yeah, oh, well, you know, we can't do that. Oh, we can't, you know, that's just, you know, our margins aren't good on that. But all I keep reading about is how like sales are like in the toilet for them.
Well,
So it's like, yeah, do a $5 footlong then, and maybe people would buy it.
that place has a smell that you just don't want to
Yeah,
be around.
perverts.
I mean, Derek and I used to work there. You can't wash it off you.
No, and every single chain in every city smells exactly the fucking same.
Yeah,
Whether
it's the bread.
in an airport or
Because
Yeah, maybe
you-
people hit their
mall.
limit with it.
I smell it and I'm like, I'm not appetized. No.
You make the bread there, and so they put the dough in the what was that thing called, Derek? Proofer?
I don't know.
I don't know. But then you do that and you put it in the oven, and like, yeah, you just reek of it. You smell so bad.
Yeah, I just think people are collectively over that.
It's the butt end of the joke now. Subway and like McDonald's are like low tier fast food for me. Like I don't
Yeah.
step foot inside of them.
Yeah. And Subway did become
And
a
Taco
joke.
Bell.
It became the butt of every joke. And didn't survive that.
Well,
But,
Jared, yeah.
yeah, anyway, so that was really bad. Yeah.
Well, there was our sandwich talk of the day.
Sandwich ranking. Chiba Hut number 1.
Chiba Hut, I had the best sandwich I've ever had there.
That is my favorite sandwich shop in San Diego.
Is that a chain though?
No.
No.
It's a little indie place.
Hope they make it
People
through.
were saying it's a chain.
Oh.
Chiba Hut's a
Yeah,
chain?
it is.
There used
It
to
is
be
a chain?
two.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
Can't be that big of a chain. Got like 3 of them.
I knew we had 2 in San Diego at one point. There was one out in East County.
Yeah.
But that one's been gone for
I
since
never
the
knew
90s.
of any of them.
Yeah, me neither.
Other than the one that I've seen.
Wow. I have to visit other Chiba Huts.
Yeah, that was like one of the best
Dude,
sandwiches I've ever
Eric
had.
says there's one in Austin.
Oh,
Really?
hell yeah.
That's crazy.
that makes sense.
Wow.
Austin.
They started in Arizona.
Whoa.
28 locations. I had
28
no clue.
Chiba Huts?
I had no clue until now.
I'm so glad that now I have a mission in life to visit the other 27.
Are they all weed themed, or is that just San
Yeah.
Diego?
No, no, definitely not.
They all must be.
I don't think the one in San Diego is either. I
Why
think
would you
you're
have
reading
to
that wrong.
visit other Chiba Huts? Because I travel. Like I have not seen them anywhere else. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they're all the same. Yeah, because that's what kept me away.
Was it? It's a
well, everyone was like, "Dude, it's
marijuana-themed-
this weed themed sandwich shop." I'm like, "All right."
It is kind of tacky, but
Okay.
it's better than a Fridays.
Yeah, it was the best sandwich I ever had. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"All right,
and the food's so good.
I dispose of all preconceived notions."
Yeah. So
Gotta
again,
check out those other McDonald's.
that
I've
wa-
seen other McDonald's. I've never seen another Chiba Hut. I don't think I said anything that crazy.
I think he's making fun of me. It's Eric Badur in the chat, everybody. You can fucking guess what he's up to. Bunch of Rooster Teeth disinformation.
Yeah, I'd never heard of anyone outside of like us going there.
Okay.
I've been to different Chili's. Some of those are crazy.
Yeah. They got
You never
Chili's
know.
to go.
You didn't go
I've
to
been
the...
to a crazy McDonald's. Eric's making jokes. I've been to a crazy McDonald's.
Yeah.
I
Fuck you.
retweeted
My
one the other day that
You
was
go to
like,
the normie McDonald's, that's on you. Go to the McDonald's I go to, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah, we go crazy.
I retweeted one the other day that had like all these displays in it, like all these like behind glass like displays in it.
Yeah.
And they after a certain point, or maybe it was the 80s, they just put mannequins in it, like dressed
Oh,
up
I saw
as like
that.
dressed up as like people getting a burger or Ronald McDonald. And it was the fucking creepiest looking McDonald's I'd ever seen.
Yeah, I saw that.
And anyway, yeah, I want to go there. There are some weird McDonald's. Like they got like the Mac Tonight guy still hanging over the.
Oh, see, that's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah.
See, there's crazy Taco Bells because doesn't Vegas have like a
cantina.
club
We
cantina?
went to the McDonald's in a train on the way to.
Yeah.
I was just
Las
gonna
Vegas.
say
Yeah.
when I was a kid,
Whoa.
we never really went to McDonald's that much, but I had to go to the McDonald's inside the train.
Yeah, that's right.
In
And we just
Barstow.
did that when we went to
McDonald's
go
is
film with the
crazy.
Aquabats, right? That's when we went to that one? Last year.
Yeah, we stopped there, didn't we?
Yeah, we did stop there.
Yeah. I don't know if I ate the McDonald's.
Dude, we went to a Taco Bell in Japan, and that was crazy too.
I
mean,
avoided-
we ordered, but we looked into it.
All the chain restaurants that I saw in Japan, like
Mm-hmm.
you'd be like getting off the subway underground, it'd be like tiny KFC, tiny Burger King,
McDonald's, yeah.
and I'd be like, I want to try it, but also I don't want to. I don't want to
Waste
waste a meal. I'm only here for so many days. I don't want to
Yeah.
waste a meal.
I'm not
on
wasting a
yeah.
meal on this.
Yeah, I want to eat like real food, but that's cool. They have fucking Colonel out front.
You know
And a
what's
black
weird?
hamburger.
When we went to Japan, I felt like maybe I don't want to speak for you, Derek, but I felt like that was like life changing for you. And Rocco obviously loved it, and Garrett loved it, and I was like, I liked it. That was cool. It was whatever. And as more time goes on, like I find myself like thinking about it all the time. Like I think it took a while for the life changing thing to sink into me or something, but now it's like I gotta go back. That was fucking great. Like I loved it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I dug it.
Yeah. I've
Well-
been like,
You can't go back now. 'cause
I know.
you're
They don't want me back.
it's so not even a chance.
They do not want us.
You know, it sucks that we just got our passports and now they're worthless.
These fucking four gaijin sniffling and coughing as they get on the plane.
God, I wonder when we'll be able to even fly over there.
Wasn't I saying on the last quarantine cast, like if the movie comes out because they're opening theaters
Yeah,
again,
you can't even go.
I'll be barred, so I can't do my whole fucking plan. I made
Yeah.
a promise to myself. You know what? I graduated high school. I'll figure it out. I'll find a way. Sam Fisher onto that plane. I'll fucking Solid Snake my way into some
Yeah.
luggage or something.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah.
I really want, like, there's all this, oh, when are they going to open the stores back up? When are they going to open theme parks back up? I'm honestly just wondering, when is international travel? When
Yeah.
does that come back? Oh, my God.
I feel like maybe I'm crazy, but it seems like they're going to have to like limit state travel too. Like, cause some states are super bad and some aren't. Like, I can see us like, no one can come in our state right now or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's crazy. But I'm not going anywhere, so it doesn't matter. Go ahead and close the state.
I go
Doesn't affect me.
nowhere.
It really made me sad, though, because I was just like, God, I'm dying to go back to Japan, and I just don't know even when that could ever happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we did travel so much last year. Thank God we did that. If this happened a year earlier and all those trips have been canceled, that'd been a bummer.
Yeah, I really considered it. I really consider it a miracle this happened after last year. Like last year, I went everywhere and did everything. Like I got that out of my system, and I really feel like that helped me this year.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, I'm fine staying at home.
You know, what's crazy is that that convention we went to, New Zealand Armageddon Expo.
Yeah.
I still follow them on Instagram. They have a convention in like 5 days,
Yeah.
but it's fine because it's gone there. There's no cases, so like it's going on like nothing happened,
I
and
didn't
it's
even
like
think about
But
that.
could they get guests?
I think that is just New Zealand guests.
Yeah.
They have overseas guests, but they're all calling in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that's just, I mean, like they're expecting like a huge crowd, and it doesn't. It's like doesn't matter. It's all good. Oh, crazy.
One day we'll be there, Sean. We'll be there.
Yep.
We got beautiful plans to get there.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good.
Anyway,
Anyways, is there any more? Is there more to say? Do we say it all?
I've said enough.
I don't know. There isn't not shit else to say other than what what we're usually doing.
Yeah, but I am super stoked on Mega64 Expo.
Yeah. That's
are-
what's been really fun to be working on these last weeks.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gearing up for that.
Yeah, that's next weekend. We're really excited about that. That's going to be fun. The schedule will go up in the next few days, probably. on what we're doing that day. But yeah, we're streaming all day. There's going to be all kinds of fun stuff. And then, yeah, we're really excited. Stay tuned. Follow our Twitter and all that stuff.
Clear your schedule for Saturday.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Yeah, my commercial's coming out. So
When is? Do you know
look out
when,
for that.
Derek?
And a new video debuting tomorrow. Music video.
Yeah.
A new episode of Freedom Dimensions, Radical, 64 Expo next Saturday, everybody.
Okay, and we'll see you then. The
Okay.
first person to see Derek in his commercial will get a prize.
I'm just going to say I found it. Okay. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.